Hi vlog, welcome back. Don't mind me wearing the exact same thing you saw me last. I just got back from Pilates and I was lazy this week, so I didn't really vlog, but why not start the vlog midweek, whatever. I wanted to vlog because I'm actually getting a couple of tattoos today. So that'll be fun. I'll take you along with me. The studio is in Brooklyn. And yeah, I actually got a lot of stuff going on besides the last 2 days. I will be going to Iceland this weekend with Avery and Marsha. So we're gonna have a girlies trip for the first time in a long time, in maybe 3 years. So we'll be doing that. And yeah, just breaking out the vlog. Okay, hope you guys are having a good start to the week. Bye. Okay, really quickly, look at this fun NYX hat that I copped just off the street. It's a really big or wide-rimmed bucket hat, and I got it for my dad. But I wore it on the way home because it's so sunny out. Look how big it is. Love it. I'm a fake sports fan, yes, but you know, it's fun. Okay, I'm headed out. This is my outfit of the day. Super simple. I am hoping that it doesn't rain, or if it does, I'll be in the subway. And yeah, I'm kind of nervous. I haven't gotten a tattoo in a couple of years, and yeah, forgetting the feeling, but okay, wish me luck. It's not raining. It's actually quite sunny. Alright, I finished. I will show you guys the results when I get home. Thank God it cooled down a bit. It's actually really hot earlier. That was such a nice tattooing experience. I'll tell you guys about it later. I'm over it. Hi vlog. It's the next day. I will show you my new tattoos. I got one of Bing Bong and AC right above my right elbow. And I'll leave the artist her information. Her name is Ten. She was super sweet. She has a studio in, I think, East Williamsburg? Yeah, East Williamsburg. And yeah, she gets booked up really fast, so you gotta follow her on Instagram, but I'll list her info below. And ta-da! It's looking a bit red and puffy, but that's just because my skin reacts to anything and everything. Hopefully you guys can see it. Yeah, it's just based off of a photo of them together, and I really like this spontaneous one that I got with friends. It has a little heart with NY inside, and I just love the location so much. Actually, I was thinking about getting AC and Bing Bong like up here, which I thought would be cute as well, but I ended up just getting them above my other elbow. But that's number one. I got 3 this time because they're much smaller, and sorry, I'm very congested today. I don't know why. And the next 2 are texts. It says Lucky Angel right here. What would you call this area? Maybe midriff section, like right below the sternum. I have a bunch in this area, and it's always looked a little wonky, like a little off in my opinion of just how things end and are level in relation to the other one, because I have a bunch of artists, they're all different, and I just wanted something to kind of even it out. the Lucky is a flash in the script font, and I really like how it looks. It's super cute. And Angel I just added in there. I just use the word angel a lot. So it says Lucky Angel. I think it's super cute. I think these turned out really well. They're gonna lighten up a bit once they heal, and I have second skin on, so I can touch and stuff. But yeah, I love them so much. Ugh, this has scratched an itch that I've had for a long time. And yeah, I think I'm done with tattoos for a bit, but the mini ones are dangerous because they're so easy and quick and painless to get. Yeah. This video reminds me of the throwback videos where people would do tattoo tours of their body. Was it tattoo tours? I think so. Anyway, that was a fun blast from the past. Okay, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye. Hi vlog, I'm here to close this week's vlog out, and I want to give a little recap on Iceland. I am back. I've had the best sleep ever in my lovely own bed last night, and finally getting an 8-hour sleep night. I don't know if you guys know, but Iceland in the summertime, there basically is no nighttime or darkness. The sun is up all day. It says that the sun sets at around 11:40 p.m. or midnight, and then the sun comes back up, I don't know, it's seemingly like 1 a.m. So while we were there, we were just so awake and everything felt so restful. Like our night's sleep felt like naps almost, but I definitely felt the exhaustion on the plane ride back. So I'm glad to be back. I'm doing all my unpacking, all my chores today, and I'm just like looking a bit rough. The Icelandic water was so nice. I have some with me to finish chugging and hydrate myself, but the water itself was so buttery, smooth, and soft, and it felt great on the skin. And as soon as I landed in America, well, that plus the plane ride, my skin was so dry but like oily at the same time. It was flaking, my eczema started flaring up again. So not good. Okay, anyway, sorry, last disclaimer. I am kind of standing / hunched over in this position chatting with you guys because in Iceland we had a horseback riding experience, and I'm pretty sure I mentioned this detail about myself in my very old vlogs from Boston, but I have the sharpest, most protruding, boniest tailbone ever, and that really destroyed my ass. So I feel actually injured, like just everything down there hurts, so I will not be sitting for this. Okay, let me start off my recap and I'll insert clips wherever I have them or as we go. We made it! Yes! Look how pretty! And it smells delicious. We get to Iceland, we fly in Friday morning, and immediately air smells fresh, smells amazing. It's so clean, it smells delicious. We get to the car rental, and apparently we mistakenly rented a manual car, but came in clutch. There was one automatic Suzuki left, and that's what we got.
Oh wow. You're gonna go? Yeah. Lovely.
The roads, oh my gosh, so fun to drive on. Windy, flat, easy. The whole place itself is super flat. Like you can see as far as the eye could see, you could see a massive amount of terrain. and farmland and mountains and water. You could see everything.
It's what I'm gonna do too. I thought Matt got you tickets.
I was still on the fence about it. And only Jude was able to get tickets. He maxed it out.
At 6?
We still need like... We get to our Airbnb, which I don't know if I have any video of it, but I will leave the listing below. It was amazing. It was basically like a design house, design haven, if you like that type of stuff. Personally, that's why I love Airbnb so much, and I will always choose an Airbnb. For this reason, it's just you see such nicely designed and furnished places from designers themselves, and usually it's like a passion project of theirs, so they make it just immaculate, and it's a great place to stay. Checked in there and kind of just put our stuff down, and then we got some recs from our Airbnb host, which we took up later that day. But for now, we kind of just strolled around the neighborhood. We got local freshly baked bread, which was divine. It was so delicious. We had some slices. The sourdough is just so soft and way better. I think it's because of the water, but it's so soft. And we had it with tuna salad and egg salad. It was, oh my god, it was so good. We actually went back for more. Marsha and Avery bought loaves back. We stopped there before the airport. We went to this local grocery supermarket called Bonus, and the reason why we've gone, Marsha found this and flagged it to us, but the logo is a giant pink pig with like a cracked out face expression, and it's just so funny. So we were just like, you know, cosplaying as locals, going to grocery store, local bread shop, walking around. And Iceland has so many stray cats and also just a lot of birds, so that was fun. I feel like as we're getting older, everyone loves birding, casual birding, or, you know, some gateway into birding. So we got a recommendation to go check out this lagoon that is apparently better, more luxurious than, and a bit more low-key than the Blue Lagoon. Apparently Blue Lagoon is like totally run through and not as great as before. Our way to this lagoon, we stopped by this, I guess, sightseeing area. Oh, I just asked them to hand check it. Rock formations were so cool, and the stop that we stopped at specifically, apparently back in the olden times, it was where communities actually punished people and like hung people for crimes and condemned like wizards and witches. So that was pretty cool though. It was an eerie feeling. It felt like the rocks were like whispering and coming alive, very Lord of the Rings-esque. And then we went to see a waterfall, which was super cute. Honestly, better than Niagara Falls in my opinion. And then we made it to the lagoon. I don't have any videos of the lagoon. I just have photos, but I will insert the information below so that you guys can check it out. They didn't love, I mean, people had their phones out, but they say you should keep your phone in the locker, which we did. They have a restaurant there that was super delicious. The three of us, we really had no high expectations for food going in, so we had stocked up on a lot of ramen. This night's dinner was surprisingly very yummy, very fresh. There was a lot of pickled ingredients that they kept from last season. Strawberries, blueberries, everything was bomb. I think we were also so hungry.
Oh my god. This salad is so beautiful.
We devoured that dinner, and then yeah, just like driving in general was beautiful. You see the terrain, it just like, I guess depending on where you're driving on the island, it just seems like you're in either a different country or a different planet altogether. Everything looked wildly different at different angles and like different stops. So it could be like a barren land, like volcanic land, and then all of a sudden you like turn the mountain and everything is green and it's like farmland. And Iceland had these crazy beautiful wildflowers, like purple wildflowers everywhere, like a sea of them, and I think especially in the summertime. But they were planted apparently to help with the soil erosion after all the volcanic eruptions and lava that, I guess, decimated the original plains and trees. Did all that on the first day after we landed. I think we got back to the Airbnb at midnight and it was just bright out, and yeah. Okay, day 2, we basically check out of our Airbnb, sadly, head to Reykjavik. They have a super famous rainbow road that we walked on, and this area, oh my gosh, the amount of shoppy shops and knickknacks and souvenir shops, locally made shops, I feel like a girl's heaven. We could have spent all day there, but we had a schedule to adhere to, but we tried to go into as many little shops as we could.
We just passed by my coffee shop. Oh, should we go?
Let's go! Waffle time!
Whoa. This is the kind of waffle I like.
Oh, say more.
Fluffy, thick, classic waffle.
Fluffy, thick, classic waffle.
Very strong vanilla flavor. A little sweet.
Okay.
You guys heard it here first.
We stopped by this church/monument that is pretty famous. I'm leaving out a lot of the names of these tourist attractions, and I can put them in the description, but it's really because I can't pronounce them for shit. So this one, okay, this town and this monument really reminded me of the anime Frieren that Kevin and I are watching right now, well, the newest season we're watching. And yeah, it just reminded me of Himmel, and it was super cute.
A statue of Iceland, sculpted by Alexander Calder. Not the one that you're thinking of, maybe. He was a very good sculptor. And here we are.
The next place that we were staying at is about like a 2.5 hour drive out eastward, southeast from our first Airbnb. It's a bit more remote. We decided to book like a horse farm stay. So yes, we had to get there in time for our horse riding lesson. We make kind of few stops along the way, but again, you can see the change in terrain. It was so fun to either drive or be a passenger, because there's just so many horses, sheep, rams, like cows. And you know when you're in the suburbs and you like point out, oh, horse, right? This time, it just like every few minutes we were pointing out horses. Like, this is the most horses I've ever seen in my entire life. We get to the farm and then we put our bags down, change, and yeah, we got freaking horseback riding lessons. We started out just like practicing in a pen area, and then we went on a full-on horseback riding experience around the farm. And perfect weather, by the way. The entire time that we were there, I was very nervous because the forecast said it was raining. But you know, when you're on like a big island, it's like rain for a few minutes in a certain area, and then it's like perfectly sunny in another area. So that's what happened. Loved horseback riding, or, you know, walking. We really didn't gallop, but I felt like we went kind of fast at certain times. And really, my butt did not hurt that entire time. It was just until afterwards when I realized what was happening, or what would become of that area, that region. So I am glad, I guess it did take away from the experience for me. So go horseback riding. Apparently in Iceland there are no natural predators at all for horses. Our guide was saying how these are the happiest horses she has ever interacted with, and I mean, for good reason. They kind of just eat grass, chill, lay, sunbathe every single day of their lives. And we could tell the difference about like how happy and free these horses were compared to horses we've met on, you know, on the East Coast. Afterwards, okay, this is the night that we indulged ourselves and cooked all of our ramen and finished it. And then we kind of set out again to explore a lot of the remote tourist attractions in the part of the island that we were in. And that includes waterfalls. We went to Black Sand Beach. At a waterfall. The colors.
Whoa, to get the wildflowers?
The phone doesn't even capture it. Hello.
Hi! We made it up here. We climbed a bajillion steps and we are at the top.
We came back again around midnight, 1:30 a.m. And then the next day we had to drive out early, grab food, and, you know, slowly make our way back to the airport. Extremely short, but I feel like we speed ran, and honestly, really not speed run, but we did just a million things, I felt like, and it didn't feel too rushed. Like, I think we would definitely go back to actually do hikes and whatnot and spend more time in the national parks. But for our purposes, like, we had very little expectations, and we didn't know what we were doing, and we kind of just showed up, and it honestly was such a good weekend trip. I recommend it to you guys, or I just recommend you going on a girls trip in general, but like get on a plane and go somewhere type of thing, and just let the vibes guide you, so to speak. That was my weekend, and I am back, and I will resume vlogging in New York. So, alright, thank you all for watching. Have a good week. Bye!